Good evening, everybody. Hello, Alicia. There you go. Happy holidays and Merry Christmas to everybody. Dave, hello. Curie, Merry Christmas. Dave, I know what you mean. You know, lots of useless stuff. It reminds me of there's one scene in the only Die Hard movie I ever saw, because all of them are rated R and I'm just not into the language thing, but the one that was rated PG-13, it's I can't remember, but anyway, it was the young man who did all of like the Mac commercials and stuff like that, and he was like the super nerdy guy, and I don't remember the name of it, which I heard it was, but he's like, yeah, I've got all this stuff rattling around in my brain. It's just there somewhere. But so whenever you say stuff like that, it's like I think about that scene. So yeah, I got all this stuff rattling around in my brain. Awesome. Sounds like it could be bad. Hey, Ricky. Hello. Yes, it is cold Minnesota. We are. Hey, Keys World, Michigan Daffodil. Julie, hello. Welcome, everybody. Patty, good evening. Just an FYI, Patty, my name is with a C, but it doesn't matter to me, but I just thought I'd let you know. Eliza, hello. Good evening to you. Howie, hello. Yeah, my best to you too. So, what do we have? The last I looked, it was like 3 degrees or something. It's 0 right now. And let me see what it says here. The wind chill is 18 below 0 Fahrenheit. So, yeah, we have some west winds right now. They've died down. They're only 12 miles an hour right now. They were at about 30 or so because we had a storm come through. Hey, Ricky, thanks. Yes, I had a good Christmas. I was with my family at my dad's house, and a smaller group again, but it was still very good to see everybody. And I couldn't stay real long. I think I was there maybe 8 hours or something like that, 7-8 hours. And, but I had to get home between snowstorms. So, oh, no worries, Patty. No worries at all. You're still at 14? Yes, from last night's storm, I got about somewhere between 8 and 12 inches. It was so windy, it's hard to tell because, you know, some drifts are really deep, and then some other areas it looks like 6 inches. But it took me 2 hours to clear out with the snowblower. And I don't have a big area too, but it was so hard packed because the plows had gone by, and I don't know, this plow must have been, my street is 30 miles an hour. He must have been going at least 40 or something. And then with the west wind blowing right at my house, when he went by, the plowed stuff actually hit my house. And my house is 30 or 40 feet off the street. So it's like, it has never done that before, or they've never done that. It was wild. It was like, oh, and you know, with the plowed stuff, it gets really packed in there, right? Hey, Vonnie, hello. Sean in Alaska, hi. Happy New Year to you too. 55 below out west. Eek, that wind chills. Yeah, that's some nasty stuff. So, yeah, a foot is no joke, exactly. And it was, like I said, it was just hard packed. It wasn't fluffy snow at all. It wasn't heavy wet stuff. It was just hard packed. You know, when you get high winds, it does that too. It just like kind of packs it right in there too. I can't remember if I said Michigan Daffodil. Hello. I don't remember if I said hi or not, but tell him to be careful. I know. Oh, the plow guy. Is that what you're talking about, Howie? Yeah, it's the county plows. I don't even know who does drive that, but yeah, he should certainly be more careful not going that fast in a residential area. So it's our city plow is does much better, and they go really slow and do a really nice job. And but I tell you what, those county plows, they just like they're on the clock, so just zipping through and getting it all done. Grammy Karen, hello. How are you? Oh, do I have them here? I have to see if I have them here. I do. Hi, Donna. You have ice there? You know what? It kind of did that for us too. It snowed a lot, and then we had some freezing drizzle, so it iced over everything, and then it snowed more. So that kind of packed things in too. So the dusting, we go by CMS. What is CMS? Hey, Patty. Hello. I'm a Patty G. Got my just a small order from in my gardener that I had picked up, but one of them is the hard to obtain, the only few seeds there were of the giant crimson tomato. And oops, I don't know if you can see it, but there are 5 seeds in here. They were $1 a seed. And this is one that, okay, Julie, you need to help me out with the story on this one. I don't remember where Luke found them, but he found this old pack of seeds that had been hiding somewhere for a long time. And I think they were from the 50s or something like that, but they're a heritage tomato seed that I don't believe is grown anywhere else. And the seeds are like extinct. He found this pack and actually grew some, and had just a limited amount of seeds that he saved and sold them. So yes, Dave, I hope so too. And but yeah, so there are five seeds in here, but I was so excited to be able to get a pack because they sold out like right away. Yes, those seeds are like gold. Absolutely. Weren't those the 80-year-old seeds? Yes, something like that. Exactly, Patty. And I wasn't sure how old they were. He found the seeds in an old frame that was an advertisement from the seed company. Okay. I knew that they were like, it was some great story that he found them and then tried growing, planted them, grew them, and everything else. But I wasn't sure the exact details on that. So you guys are filling it in. It's awesome. Hey, Christina. Hello. All right, Dave. Yes. And I think that's probably what Luke is trying to hope for, is that, he sells these and spreads them out around the country, and the people will save them. And so in that way, just multiplying that and saving that old heritage seed. So, yeah, and you guys know I like growing, like large tomatoes anyway, like beefsteaks, because it's so much easier to process them. And these are giant crimson, 85 days to maturity. It's an indeterminate, 8 to 10 ounce average, which isn't a big tomato to me, but giant crimson, I don't know. Maybe they'll get up to a pound. Who knows? Ooh, Sean, yes, I know how you like coffee too. Yeah, he grew his coffee plant. That looks like really, he's having a good time with that. It was huge. He researched how to germinate the seeds, as I recall, and hydrogen peroxide is a part of the process. Yep. So a 1/2 to 3/4 pound tomato. So yeah, it's not too bad. Nice Michigan daffodil. That's so great. Have you ever gone to a store? Um, I don't think he was at the Hootenanny a couple years ago when we went to it. 2019, I think, is when we had the last Hootenanny. Hey, Mac and Patty, hello. A lot of the tomatoes, the beefsteak tomatoes I was growing, were like minimum 17 ounces. They're generally in the 17 to 22 ounce range. So they were some pretty big tomatoes. And it's like one tomato per pint jar. Yeah, something like that. So you get a lot of produce from that. So it's pretty cool. Yes, we had a couple storms come through over the weekend. There was one Christmas Day. Last week we were talking about Christmas Day storms and everything. Northern Minnesota had it, and it was like just about the cutoff line was maybe 20 or 30 miles just north of me, and so there was, and it just dumped up there, and actually on Interstate 94 in western Minnesota there was a 65 car pileup. Thank goodness there were no life-threatening injuries within all of that, but you know, when the weather is so bad like that, it's like, don't be out on the roads. Just wait. You know, wait a few hours, wait a day, stay overnight somewhere, and it's not worth it getting out there trying to drive through that. And even us veteran Minnesotans with our winter driving, it's like we still get caught unawares. I don't know that they were expecting that much snow, and so it was kind of crazy. You have a couple local farms you need to visit. North Spore mushrooms. I like that North Spore. That's very clever. Oh yeah, Lumna Acres. All right, Dave. You've got some great places up around your area. Absolutely. That's true, Donna. That's true. Um, likes to growing mushrooms. If it's icy, stay at home. I know exactly. Yep, 65 car. Exactly. Takes one driver to describe. Yep, and it was coming down so heavily, so the visibility was low, and by the time people, um, we had one of my nieces and her boyfriend were coming from that area, and they said on the interstate it was crazy. It was heavy snow. I mean, we did have the plows out, but such heavy snow and the visibility was poor. People were still driving 70 miles an hour, and it was like, really? It's like you can't even bring it down to 50 or something, So, and he said there were cars in the ditch all over the place, and they were headed to southern Minnesota down near Rochester, so which didn't have the weather from Christmas Day, but I know I always thought it'd be fun to grow mushrooms too. I got a good basement for it. It's damp and dark, and I like mushrooms, so I always kind of wanted to do it, just never had bitten the bullet to try it. I'm sure it's probably just so easy, and I guess I'm afraid I'm going to forget about them down there, and I'll go down and they'll be like giant buttonbush mushroom or something, size of a soccer ball, and oh, or they'll grow faster than what I can use them. Although, I could dehydrate them. I just forget about that too. So, hey, Kay's World, your channel picture shows how much you love the Spirit Stallion movie. Aw. Yeah, Caitlin, those are good movies. Yes, Donna. Oh, That was the storm on Saturday. I don't remember there being a lot of wind. We had the wind yesterday and this morning, last night and this morning. Very, very windy. Took me 2 hours to snow blow out. Well, that's good, Kiri. Oh, thanks, Dave. And actually, I don't know if I can. Yeah. I clicked on it to save it for later. Lion's mane and a few types of oyster. Okay. So I have never tasted some of the only mushrooms I've tasted are, the regular white button ones that you get at the store, and portobellos and porcini mushrooms. I've never. I don't know that my mom may have gotten morels, but I think it could have been before I started liking mushrooms. So is there a distinct taste and flavor with like the lion's mane and the morels and chanterelles and different things? I mean, I know what they look like, but and then is it the chanterelles that look like little trumpets or something, or so I'm not sure. So anyway, I'm interested in finding out, like, I don't want ones that just taste like dirt or something. Just like really good flavors. Oh, Bonnie, I'm glad you didn't get as much snow. Yeah, we got hit pretty good here. Morels are very earthy. Okay. That's what I thought, Patty. His own flavor profile. So what are some of your favorites for all of you mushroom eaters? Because I enjoy making sauteed mushrooms. They're so good. All right. The criminy. You arranged it. Okay. Lion's mane is larger than your fist. You slice thin and fry them in butter. Almost be like a seafood. Wow. That would be a meal in itself, wouldn't it? Oh, curio, no. Pine mushrooms. I have never heard of those, Howie. Oh, a pine mushroom. I have to keep an eye. So, all right, I'm going to give you my first Did You Know? I came across this website that's got all this trivia here. So, morals. So, oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, one of those great big mushrooms and a side salad or something. Oh my goodness, that would be a good meal, right? Patty, you like chanterelles? Huge fan of porcinis in soup, portobellos grilled. Ooh, I've never had a grilled portobello. Now that sounds good. I had mushroom soup last night. Were they your mushrooms too that you grew? Ooh, Dave, that would be good. I love mushroom soup. That's really good. Do you use like a heavy cream, or do you go into the direction of like coconut milk or something? Or I've made a soup out of the cream stuff out of cashews, and making like ground up cashews into a cream. So, but you bought the dried and then rehydrated in cream. Well, that sounds good. Loads of mushrooms. That's the neat thing about making your own, is you can load it up with the mushrooms. Yes. Chanterelles too. You make cream of mushroom soup. Oh, okay. Because I know I watch Wilderstead. They do a whole bunch of mushroom videos and hunting and harvesting there on their property. So it's very, very cool. Mario. So, did you know that grapes light on fire in the microwave. Now, kids, go home and try this. No, only with adult supervision, please. So, back in 2011, a physicist at the University of Sydney went viral after he placed a grape in the microwave and filmed it. Oddly enough, scientists couldn't explain the phenomenon until quite recently because it caught on fire. Dave, I figured you would. Mac, you'd probably be one too. Oh, and Sean, yeah. A March 2019 study published in Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences reported that the fruity fireball occurs as a result of the loose electrons and ions that cluster to form plasma when grapes get hot. I wonder if we could use that for rocket fuel. Let's stuff the external tank full of grapes and send it to the moon. Thank you, Dave. Oh, yeah, they do a lot of mushroom harvesting, so. Oh, I think that'd be crazy. A rocket fuel. Oh, that's so great. Oh, seen people electrify pickles. Electrify them? Oh my goodness. It's amazing what food can do, right? Through doing different things. So, okay, on our phones, we've got 10 numbers available, 0 through 9, right? And so you think of like, well, how many phone numbers can they come up with that to be able to service everybody, right? Right, permission to play with your food. Let's nuke it, and I wonder if, setting on fire in your microwave? Probably not a great idea. I mean, how do you seriously find out that, right? Yep. But he filmed it, put it in there, so you probably could Google it and find the video of that. Setting your grape on fire. It's like, okay, if it's a really, really hot day and you're eating grapes and you put it in your body when you're hot, does it have a chemical reaction? I wonder if it increases your body temp. Hey, keep it simple. Hello, how are you doing? All right, so our phone numbers. So they're each area code has 792 possible prefixes. So that would be the second set of 3 numbers. Like say it's 800-555, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it'd be the 555, that's your prefix. But anyway, with all of these numbers, and then each one of those, like 555, has 10,000 possible phone numbers attached to it. So when it comes down to it, with all the different possible area codes, all the different possible prefixes, then all the different possible numbers that attach with it, there's almost 8 million possible 7-digit phone numbers per area code. So think of all the area codes times 8 million. That's a lot. So we don't have to worry about running out of phone numbers. So that's that other did you know. So obviously not all of these numbers are put into use. So you don't have to try nearly 8 million numbers if you want to randomly dial a friend who lives nearby. 8 million per area code. I know. That is true. Now you don't have a big population up there in New Hampshire. That is so true. That is so very true. So, all right. My, My garden tip for tonight is order your seeds. It is already the end of the year, and I don't know about you, but I've been getting seed catalogs like crazy. I showed you my Baker Creek 2022 seed catalog that I got. I also got the free skinny one in the mail, and I have Seed Savers Exchange. I have Gurney's. I have like 3 or 4 more seed catalogs already. But I really am pretty well set for seeds that I can think of. Anything else I get now would just be like bonus. Hey Deb, how are you doing? Hello. From North Central Washington. Yes, you are cold up there. You've been getting snow too. That is true, Tinker's wife. Can't do some random things. You're right, Patty. Yep. You were looking at seeds tonight, Dave? Ooh. Oh, that gets crazy, yeah, when your number's so close to a business in that way. Well, Tinker's wife, I totally understand. That's hard if you're looking through them and you don't have any place to set up and plant for this year, but you will. You will. There's a place for you out there, and you will be able to get settled at some point and doing that. So, yeah, I know you do a lot through Johnny's. That's great, Dave. I'm glad you have that. So, I'll be set to buy seeds. I am. I've got 2 full cases like this. I've got 2 of them that are filled. So this is the 3rd one that's empty for more. But I've got lots of seeds. But I have to look through and see, if there's some that are getting really old that I might need to replace or something, and just to make sure that I get some better germination and stuff. But Heiser Hill Homestead, welcome to our evening chat here. JB, hello. Thanks. I'm glad you're here too. Oh, Julie, I know. So I'm up to 3 now. I started the 1 thinking, oh, that's all I need, and then that got a little crowded. But I think I have 4 cases in there, the little sections of just tomato seeds. I have 2 or 3 of beans, and so yeah, I've got quite a bit there. All right. Did you know that I have to highlight the ones I've already done? So when you say spaghetti and confetti and graffiti, all these different words, that is like a plural form of things. So you say, I'm gonna have, look at all the spaghetti. It's that, or the confetti is a pile of paper pieces, and but if you want to talk about a singular piece of spaghetti, it's actually ends with an O. Instead, the I at the end is the plural, the O is the singular. So it's spaghetto, confetto, and graffito. So now you can be really smart with somebody when you're talking with them. Spaghetto, confetto, and graffito. It might sound a little strange, but it's just a single piece of something. Yep, spaghetto. I thought this next one was pretty funny. Did you know that McDonald's once created bubblegum flavored broccoli? I don't know about that. So McDonald's is always introducing new items for their loyal customers, and obviously some are more successful than others. But their bubblegum flavored broccoli, which the fast food chain developed in 2014 as a tastier version of the leafy green for children, was a complete failure. Uh, McDonald's CEO Don Thompson admitted that kids were confused by the taste. You think? Ooh, bubblegum flavored butter. I don't know. I mean, I like bubblegum about the same as anybody else, but it's like I don't like my food flavored like bubblegum. Bubblegum is like bubblegum, you know? It's like so if the Vineyard Chicks know about spaghetti. The Vineyard Chicks now, is that like a group or something, Patty? I know. You're right. It's so wrong on so many levels. And gross. Yeah. Mac, I like the greens. That's good. I'm bending your mind. Oh. Yeah, he eats what unicorn poop or something like that. It's like you would eat bubblegum flavored broccoli. I mean, how do you do that to broccoli? I don't even know. It's like, do you, I mean, because broccoli has a distinct flavor of its own. So do you cook it until it's flavorless and then cook it in something else? I mean, it's just like, I don't know. Vineyard Chicks is a YouTube channel. Girls from, oh, okay. Mac wouldn't. Oh, thanks, Deb. Yeah, I was looking up stuff because last week I talked about a lot of Christmas things, and I came up with, you know, the Santa Claus had gotten his pilot's license, and they actually gave Santa Claus his pilot's license in 1927. I don't know if I still have that up or not. I don't think I do, but anyway, it was. So I came across all these others, and it was like, oh, that's really cool. That's pretty neat. The okay, and I mentioned this like a while back, but chewing gum is banned in Singapore. So, along with having laws against spitting, urinating anywhere but in a toilet, which you're then legally obligated to flush if it's a public washroom. So, by law, you have to flush it yourself. Singapore has also banned chewing gum in an effort to keep the city clean and orderly. The ban was established in 1992. In 2004, exceptions were made for therapeutic, dental, or nicotine gums. And for more trivia tidbits, okay, there's another thing. So delete that part here. So anyway, so they did make some exceptions. Broccoli with fresh lemon juice and a sprinkle of the cheese. Yep. Yep, that's the way to do it. Strawberry flavored Jello broccoli. Oh, I don't know. You know, it's like messing with stuff that is supposed to be other food. It's like I just want that food that's that flavor. It's strawberry Jello. Just give me strawberry Jello, and then I'll have the broccoli with cheese and butter and stuff like that. Oh, you know, Tinker's wife. I don't know. They might. I suppose if somebody goes in after you or after a person who wouldn't flush, it would be like, and they see that it's not flushed. I don't know if they have cameras in the bathroom to show who's gone in and out of stalls or something. I don't know. And it's like, then they have to report somebody. It's like that person that was before me. I don't know. I mean, that's. That would be just so. Donna, I've had that before, and it's like, no. It is just like, yeah. Yep, Jellos, they put like shredded carrots and chopped up celery and stuff like that into the Jellos. Make Jello salad. Yeah, I hear you. It's like, just give me Jello or gum, please. There you go. Oh, okay. Now, this may give you some pause to think about in your own home, but said the average, no, this doesn't include Canadians, so you guys might be okay. The average US household has 300,000 things in it. 300,000 things. Whether you've been inspired by various people or not, you probably still have close to a third of a million items in your home. So Marie Kondo, is that like a minimalist person for homes or something? I'm not sure. Um, said one report found that the average US house has around 300,000 things. Yeah, we like stuff, lots of stuff. I just, I may have that, I don't know, but it's like, I hope I don't. Now things, it'd be like, okay, it's like, if you have 8 pens, so that count as 8 pieces of things, probably. I get a lot of free stuff in the mail, so I just collect things. Jello trifle. You can believe it, Dave? Yeah, or 300 million. 300,000 things. Yeah, 300 million. Oh. Okay, Patty. You just know all this stuff. So okay, that's what I was wondering. She's a minimalist. Okay. Yeah, if you count every little thing, it's just, I'm just looking like around on my desk here. It's like, okay, probably 100 things just right here. But I've got a fistful of different pens and markers and stuff, and then I've got business cards and different pads and notebooks and stuff. So I don't know. Well, Michigan Daffodil, good for you. You have 1,000 old records for your turn to. Oh, you're the one. There you go, Dave. Counting your rice and beans or something. I know Julie's right. It's like, okay, we have smaller homes. Does this mean that we really have all that in there, or do we just pack it in and hide it better? I don't know. I wouldn't want to go counting. I think that would be depressing. Magreed, hello. Oh, it's the middle of the night for you, but thank you for coming. Appreciate it. Yes, I did have a lovely Christmas. I hope you did too. You getting some flowers breaking out already? Oh, wow. That's amazing. Patty, you've got it in your garage. Oh, my goodness. Oh, terrifying Jello salads. Oh. Well, Dave, you know what? I think I would count the box of 1,000 cards as one item. I would hope anyway. I don't know. So, glitter-free soap. Okay, I've got a bag of beeswax pellets. It's got, it's a pound of beeswax pellets. So it's like, does that count as one for the bag, or do I have to count all the little pellets in there? You're down to only a 16 by 10 foot container. Oh, you have done so well, Patty. Oh my goodness. 50 different Monopoly games? Oh, wow, that's quite a collection. You're getting snow fog tonight. Ooh, that's pretty cool. All right. So, little piece of trivia, my trivia friends who like these things. The 1939 novel Gatsby is the longest book ever published that does not contain the letter E. I still don't know how to do that because, you have the in there, unless they never use that word, never, you purposely never use the word the. And I don't know, but it's like, it's so interesting. So back in 1939, American author Ernest Vincent Wright published Gatsby, a 50,000 word novel that doesn't use the letter E once. What's more, it's not the only novel that ditched the letter. Author Georges Perec also wrote the French language book La Disparition. Dispersion, I don't know what it is, without the letter E in 1969. That's even more astounding when you consider that E is the most commonly used letter in the English and French languages. That is, I just, so it's like, okay, everybody run out and get the book Gatsby and check. Look for that letter E. It's like, where's Waldo? Where's that E? You're going to hunt for it. I don't know, Alicia. It's just like, in true, Patty, it begs the question, why? Why would you write a book that does not have the letter E in there? I have no idea. But again, a little bit of trivia. Did you know? Oh, right, Donna? Exactly. This is called just Gatsby, not even The Great Gatsby. I think that's different. The Great Gatsby, is that a movie? That's a movie, but I don't know if it's, but they just said that the novel is just called Gatsby. It's not called The Great Gatsby. So I don't know. Okay, thanks, Patty. It is a different book. Exactly. How much longer would it take? It's like, okay, that sentence has an E in there. How else can I word this so that I don't use an E? I mean, that would, to me, that would be just so, it's just like insanity. I could not do that. Okay. Did you know that lobsters have clear blood? Mm-hmm. So most of us are well aware that lobster shells change color when exposed to heat, like in a pot of boiling water, for example. But the sea creature's blood is also intriguing. Lobster blood is initially clear and turns blue when it hits oxygen. Ta-da! And it, they all, like other shellfish, it all turns that pinky red when it gets cooked. So it's clear, but then turns blue. Isn't that interesting? There you go, Patty. That's a good description. It's weirdly obsessive. Very anal, right? You knew it turned blue, but you didn't know it was clear. So cool. Yeah, because you've got lobsters up in your direction, I would imagine. You heard that, Michigan Deaf. Well, cool. You're looking for blue blood. They go around poking them to see, okay, before you put them in the pot, let's check out your blood, see what color it is. All right. Now, the very first item sold on eBay way back in 1995, the first item sold on eBay was a broken laser pointer. I mean, it's like, how do you... The person who bought it was Mark Fraser, and he was apparently aware of the fact that he was getting a broken laser pointer when he purchased it for $14.83 from eBay's founder, Pierre Omidyar. It's like, why would you, first of all, be selling something that's broken? But even more so, why would you buy something that's broken? It's like, Oh, yes. It was like, okay. I know. It just made your day knowing that, right? Well, how about this? Japan is suffering from a ninja shortage. So, Dave, Sean, get your ninja act together and just like, okay, you ready to go? If you ever dreamed of being a ninja, now might be the time to make it a reality. The Japanese city of Iga, which has a rich history of martial arts masters and claims to be the birthplace of the ninja, suffered from a ninja shortage in 2018. Despite the fact that they're willing to pay salaries as high as $85,000 for the performative ninjas willing to take on the job of staffing their annual ninja festival. So they even have a ninja festival. That's so cool. So if you want to be a ninja, Julie, get out your stars, you know. Thrifty VG, hello. How are you tonight? You should be a ninja. Oh, I'm just the link ninja. That's all the further I can go. So, uh, your new hobby, ninja. There you go, Julie. Training. Everybody train. You can make 85 grand as a ninja. Uh, here you go. So, before we go any further, I want to thank all of my mods. You guys have been awesome. You've shown up every week, and I appreciate you. You're there to help me out and get links and have my back, and thank you. And do you know that I started my channel 3 years ago this month already? I know I'm not growing very fast, but that's okay. I'm totally fine with that. And I started going live in April of the next year. So this April will be 3 years going live. So thank you, Patty. Oh, the wrench is real. Yes. Corey is your little ninja. Nice. I would make a great. I'm the first geriatric ninja out there, right? Oh, it's like, okay, sit in my rocker and do these kind of things. I could put the black on and the hood and just like, okay, you guys, that looks good. I can pretend, welcome to $5.99. Go Team Blue. There you go. Maybe a yoga ninja mix. Hey, Urban Bucket Homestead. Hello. And my prep tip for the night was plan what you want to can this winter, because wintertime is a really great time for canning up stuff. That's, you don't have to worry about what's coming from the garden, but figure out what you need on your shelves. Write it down, make a list. Like, say you want to can chicken and roast, or sausages, or whatever you want to can, if it's meat, or if it's if you're able to get like a case of pears or something like that, and you want to can up some pears, or just whatever is out there, and just think about that, or beans or something, and kind of make a list of what you would need to kind of get your pantry up to full capacity, and but make it doable. Don't overwhelm yourself. It's like maybe think, okay, this month I want to can just a case of meat, and just have 12 jars that I can add to everything, different things like that. Or if you want to do like potatoes, or put together different soups or chili or something like that, There you go, Dave. That's a very good idea. Get some frozen stuff ready to can, berries. You know, maybe dig through your freezer, um, but don't try to overwhelm yourself, because we do that very well in the summer and fall with all the canning that goes on. But do this as something that's enjoyable, just restocking your shelves, and do that. So I think that'd be great. Oh, Grammy Karen, that's so cool. Yes. Oh, Deb, that's so great. Yes, there are a lot of great people here. You have tomatoes, corn, and beans to can this winter. Yes, and if you ended up bagging all your tomatoes and throwing them in the freezer, planning to can them later, start kind of putting that into your plan here. That through January, February, or something like that, just kind of get all of that stuff ready and get that on the shelves and done. And excellent Michigan daffodil. I did that last weekend, and I gave my sister's a vegetarian, and she cares for my youngest brother, and he loves turkey soup, but she's a vegetarian. She would never make turkey soup. So I gave her 3 jars. I gave her 1 jar of the turkey meat in there with the broth, and then 2 other jars of broth, so she can make a nice soup for my brother. And she was very excited to have that. So it's so easy to do. But all right, Deb, you take care. Berries. You need to move your berries out of your freezer. You bought a side of beef. Ooh, yes. See, some of those things you need to make room for on there. So, and bone broth. Yeah, so wonderful to have that, just to either make a soup or, and I always forget to do this when making rice and stuff like that. Instead of adding water, put like chicken broth in there instead, or chicken stock, and have that in there as your liquid, or even do half and half, some broth, some water, or something like that. But yeah, you have a quarter beef coming in 3 weeks. Ooh. Need to dehydrate elderberry, roasted turkey for canning, canned burger. Beef and tuna. Ooh. I know, it's so great to have the broth on hand, isn't it? You canned carrots with onion soup mix. Oh, wow. That would be very, very flavorful, Vonnie. Absolutely. Oh, Curie, maybe the cat needs to get off your lap. I don't know. What fruits or veggies can you grow inside? You could do like lettuces and herbs, that kind of stuff. I don't know of any fruits that you could grow inside, other than getting like a miniature lemon tree or orange tree or something like that. Yeah, it's because they all need good amount of light and different things. You start getting too much fruit growing inside, you're going to end up with a lot of gnats and stuff like that. So you're welcome, Alicia. So try canning and using the meat if you have not done it before. So like if you've never canned meat, maybe can like 6 jars of it or something. And kind of a what I've seen works out as a standard rule is like in a pint jar, like 1 pound of meat per jar kind of fits. So you can kind of figure, it's like, okay, I'd like to have 6 jars up there. Well, how much meat do I get? I would get 6 pounds. And it depends on what the meat is too. I mean, if it's something like pork chops and you're going to be cutting the bones off of them or something, that you might need a little bit more. Sometimes you'll have a roast that might make more jars than the poundage. Two might have 6 pounds, it makes 7 jars or something. So it'll kind of flex a little bit like that. But once you cook them, then take one of the jars after it's been canned and actually put that into a meal right away. Try it out, and that will encourage you to then use it and eat it once it's sitting out on your shelf, when it's on your in your storage and everything. You don't want to just make it, go through that expense and make it and just have it sitting there and not use it, because that's a waste of money, a waste of food and everything. So you want to be able to try that. Light and heat. Yes, light and heat. You grew tomato plants once. It was a freebie and started when you had to pollinate the flowers. Oh, I like that. A pint is a pound the world around. Rule for weight of water. So, oh, that's cute. All right. So we did our ninja shortage. All right, I'm going to leave you with this one. This last. Did you know? Did you know that bubble wrap was originally invented as wallpaper? All the fun stuff that we love to pop and do everything. If you can't wait to pop every air-filled pocket the minute you pull a piece of bubble wrap out of a package, can you imagine how irresistible it would be if it were covering your walls? Engineer Al Fielding and Swiss inventor Marc Chavannes probably didn't consider that when, in 1957, they invented bubble wrap while trying to create a textured wallpaper by sealing 2 shower curtains together to trap air bubbles. I don't know if they were trying to make a padded room or something, It's like you can bounce off and have, they use it for insulation on ductwork now. Sweet. Yeah, ugly wallpaper. Exactly. Yeah, chilly padded room. There you are. Funny how our brains go in the same direction there. Yes. Your grandsons would love. You would think it would be suffocating. It would definitely lend something different in a room, that's for sure, in the feel and the look. So anyway, there you go. Bubble wrap was wallpaper. Oh, but all right, we went through about a dozen of these, maybe 11, and there are 50 of them. So we'll have more nights that will be Did You Knows. And I hope you enjoyed this because it's kind of fun, especially for you trivia buffs. It was kind of great. There's one other thing I wanted to read to you. Sorry, it's on my phone. Forgot about this. Okay. So it's Happy New Year. It's called Flight 2022. Hello, welcome to Flight 2022. We are prepared to take off into the new year. Please make sure your attitude and blessings are secured and locked in an upright position. All self-destructive devices should be turned off at this time. All negativity, hurt, and discouragement should be put away. Should we lose altitude under pressure, during the flight, reach up and pull down a prayer. Prayers will automatically be activated by faith, and once your faith is activated, you can assist other passengers. There will be no baggage allowed on this flight. The captain, God, has cleared us for takeoff. Destination greatness. So, you guys, Happy New Year to you. Have an excellent week. And I just thank you all for being here. You all are terrific. You're super people. And so anyway, God bless. Have a great week. Always have hope, and we will see you in the new year. You guys, have a great night. Love you all.